going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in an ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
very much a traditionalist. I like staying with the dollar. You know that from when I was there. It's make the dollar the choice. I hate when countries go off the dollar. I would not allow countries to go off the dollar, because when we lose that standard, that will be like losing a revolutionary war. That will be a hit to our country, just like losing a war. And we can't let that happen. And too many countries now are fighting to get off the dollar. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So like I told you, I definitely see a big pullback in the first quarter. Then the master magician set up a distraction so the Fed can cut rates, and then we move up. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto up. And like I told you guys, this week we're going to be on a roller coaster ride. But we know anytime volatility comes into the market, whether there's a big move up or a big move down, liquidation is going to happen. Now, we have futures contracts ending on Thursday. Don't forget, guys, it's Good Friday. So the stock market will be closed. And we know on the weekend we're the only game in town. And then on top of it, we run into the same thing like clockwork. And then we have Dogecoin, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash futures being launched by Coinbase. And then on top of it, we have the halving next month, and we got a whole lot of entertainment going on. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates right now are up, just slightly up, but they are up. We have the dollar up. We have volume and crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $478 billion on Friday, and we see the major central banks are keeping rates higher for longer. But then, guys, we also see the narrative of tokenization. We clearly see what the central banks are doing. We know they want to tokenize these treasuries, so when they do flip the switch, even though the United States dollar is going to lose the world reserve currency, it will still hold power. The only way this cashless society, this digital economy is going to work globally if we're all on a level playing field. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now we have Singapore's DigiFT launches U.S. Treasury bills, real-world asset tokens. And we know they want to tokenize and put everything on blockchain, but we definitely see Tether, USDC, and other tokenization products that are pushing the United States dollar. And like I stated, that's so the United States dollar does not lose all of its power. And this is in South America. This is in the emerging markets. And like I told you guys, in 2024, enjoy it, but stay focused. We clearly see what they have planned in order to get into the fourth industrial revolution. And it does not benefit the sheep. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about the spot Bitcoin ETFs. We have BlackRock, Fidelity, Grayscale, all up today. Now, we have the global crypto fund saw record net outflows of nearly $1 billion last week. And everybody talks about the inflows of these Bitcoin spot ETFs, but you rarely heard about the outflows. And the way they were talking about inflows, Bitcoin should definitely been over 100,000. And when we look at Grayscale, Grayscale could have been lowered their fees. It was all strategic. So BlackRock could be the #1 fund. And remember the crypto teacher told you. Remember, guys, this is a plan. It moves in phases. But getting over into a little crypto news. Speaking of plans, we have Nigeria files tax evasion charges against Binance. And again, guys, the movie continues. Remember, these exchanges are nothing but banks. And we know who wants to be in control of the banks. Now we have RippleX addresses XRP ledger automated market maker pool error. And we know we've seen plenty of issues with these liquidity pools, Luna, FTX. But we know it's definitely the future. The bank man was working on these $100 trillion derivatives on blockchain being ran by an algorithm. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, not a human involved. And lastly, the movie just keeps getting better. We have the SEC, Gary Gensler, asked for more millions, and then on top of it, guys, 33 more people. You can't make this stuff up. We know the SEC is going to be coming after crypto. We see the SEC and CFTC playing the Hegelian dialectic, especially when it comes to Ethereum. But we know they need that distraction in order to bring down the small and medium-sized banks. And then we know a lot of these projects, crypto projects, are going to fall by the wayside. And once the small and medium-sized banks fall, we know small and medium-sized businesses fall. We know immediately there's layoffs, problem, reaction, solution. And then, of course, the government is going to bring in that good old universal basic income. Remember, guys, we've seen this movie before. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.